Hello, welcome to another stream. So we're looking at this project today. So this is our little character. He'll come over, he'll start executing. Nothing to do with the chest right now, which it probably should be. Probably one of the next projects. But yeah, so and then he'll do a little victory here and complete. So yeah, so this is a kind of an interface that we've kind of been trying to clean up and improve. I think to me. Um, Let me move the chest like up two or something. There we go. Yeah, and then hit play. So yeah, so you can see that there's a game dialog on the left here. I mean, it's hard to tell because this is all temp code. But there's a game dialog on the left. On the right is our list of tasks. Uh, it'd be nice if you could actually click on the task and then get more info on it. And then we've got this little mouse that follows around. So this is 050. We could adjust that to say 000 because that's really the camera's up five. Um, yeah, and this is in perspective. And then so we've got these two characters, and then you've got this chest that you can now interact with. So let's talk about where this comes from. So this comes from Code Monkey. Oh yeah, look at the size of that. Going from a 50-inch TV to a 32-inch TV. So Code Monkey's pretty cool. Um, he goes live a little bit too, which is probably what I don't know, maybe one of the first people that I was thinking about inspired me just going live and saying, hey, I'm going to develop, even if I don't get any views. But yeah, let's hope. And then we've got chat. Yeah, so let's welcome to the chat. Anyone can ask anything. Not sure I can answer it. Anyways, so Code Monkey has a bunch of playlists. Well, actually, he did a recent video here. He's I've been a subscriber. Ooh, gosh, I don't know. Yeah, it's been a subscriber for at least 2 years at least. But he did this video how to um yeah, I'm like a city builder. And yes, I finished it. It just sometimes it doesn't go all the way through. Well, I might have not gotten to the end where he goes on about his, channels and stuff like that. But yeah, so this kind of inspired me that I'm not making an RTS, but I'm making a RPG like game. And so yeah, we're using the Battle Royale Tycoon task system, kind of implementing our own. And then we also would like to do the waiting queue at some point as well. Um, but yeah, I've done a lot of these tutorials, and picked up his courses. And the only thing I would say about CodeMonkey is the fact that here, let's actually go. Although I don't think I can live stream me watching his video. I feel like that would just be a meta. I'm not sure if that's breaking any particular laws. Um, but yeah, Code Monkey might have something to say about that. But anyways, but then also too, I was kind of this is mercenary camp, so he has been doing a ton of live streams lately. I think he's giving me a run for my money. He just started about a month ago. Yeah, so about a month ago. So he's created this little really interesting. I actually haven't caught up. Um, I haven't watched any of his. I've kind of paid attention a little bit, but I haven't actually watched his live stream. So this is actually a mercenary camp. So this is actually really like so. This is Michael of N3KEN, right? I think that was his original um, channel, and then something happened to that channel, so then he became Epitome Games, I believe. I don't know the exact. Yeah, I think that's the process. I think if you look back, I'll probably have a YouTube video like with that. You go into my 2021. 2021 is just and then you go into I bet there's I bet you'll see an end down here somewhere of one of his videos. Is it part of the YouTube? But yeah, yeah, there's probably, I know that the Micaiah is all my projects. Um, but yeah, so I guess it was later. Anyway, so yeah, I've probably watched quite a few of his videos, but yeah, so he kind of, he's actually almost doing the same thing I'm doing. So it's like with the biomes, you can see here he's using like Veroni and sort of Minecraft style. I'm sure there's probably some, I don't know what you'd call it, some other um, goodness gracious, some other battle, not Battlefield, but Rust, Rust or whatever that um yeah, Fortnite, like sort of Fortnite where you got this battle system. So to me, I'm very excited because I mean that's really cool. But he's doing it all in meshes, and it's got this like really kind of interesting Minecraft voxel look to it. I thought this was like extremely cool. But to me, it's like it just feels like he's got 4 or 5 hours, and I don't have the time. I used to have the time, but I just don't have the time anymore to catch up and see how he's doing it. And I feel like he use Dark Theme? I think he does use Dark Theme. Me if I get myself in trouble here. Let me kill the sound. But yeah, he does use Dark Theme. So that's the only thing. Yeah, so that's good. But his font's a little small. But yeah, but yeah, so hopefully, but anyways, there's a great, nothing wrong with Code Monkey not using Dark Theme. I mean, I've actually found that Code Monkey can't use Dark Theme, so I really appreciate the fact that, he's like, hey, I'm like, okay, cool. You can't use it, then don't use it because it hurts his eyes. We have the exact same problem, right? I have to have Dark Theme. All this gray background is probably a little too much for me, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so we've implemented the CodeMonkey tax system up to this point. We kind of rebuilt this little engine. It's actually in the game engine 15, the Haven engine 15, which I'm kind of redoing a little bit. Which I guess we could showcase that real quick too. Um, it's not a lot right now, but it's basically like we've got this interface that says, hey, we're in the menu right now. And then yes, you can quit the application and do stuff like that. It does the proper quit. But then when you click on new slave, now we're in the slots. And then I can click on this slot and now we're actually in the game. And I'm not sure if this is actually using, yeah, this might not be using the correct, I need to update this to the world mouse position, right? Um, so that is using the UI game, and I think this is using the world. Oh, it is. Oh, interesting. Why is it feeling weird? And there's no saving right now, but weird. I guess I'm doing something different that it's here that I guess I should fix this bug because if it's using the same world mouse position, which it looks like it here, so I've got this UI game. So UI game is pretty much takes the world mouse and gets the mouse text and sets it just on that. And then it just uses the world mouse. So this is, I just cleaned this up. Oh yeah, oh, well, this is actually done. So now done. Does work in perspective now, which is the big deal for me. But I'm not sure why. I'm not sure. Oh, you know what? Oh, okay, yeah. So essentially, we have to create let me go and grab that. I think like what we have to do is here, we have to go back into this other project. So under here is game 15. What we need to do is basically take the camera. I really wish I could say, let me say create empty. We'll just call it game camera system. And then we'll put this at 000. I wish there was a way to not do that. It's somehow when you build the scenes, they have a kind of a. Oh, is it the root level? No. I was thinking, oh, it might be the root level, but anyways, so let's just drop this into, I guess resources right here. No, we just created a new resource system. Let's just create this into a resource system and then go back into the engine here. We'll save that and then we'll just delete this, and then drop this into here. And that might give us a little bit more coolness. So if I click here, yeah, there we go. Now we're back into the um, correct system. I think the other thing too, I thought I talked about a little bit about this. What I think I actually would like to do is under the mouse position, um, I want to set my Y equals, well, this is the camera world Y, right? The camera world Y. So I'd like to set both my mouse positions. So here again, the 2D, How this basically works is that we've got this, on there again. I was like, oh, hey, ship it on the asset store, and well, I'll just give it away for free. But I mean, maybe it's like, people that don't catch my live stream, which is nobody. Then I'm still making money because people are not catching my live stream. But yeah, I think Code Monkey and me almost have about the same experience. He's got more practical experience. I've got more personal experience. I would say I have 30 plus years on him, and he probably has 30 plus years, but I don't know. I've done this like for 60 to 80 hours a week for like 10 years. Um, so yeah, and I do this, pretty much 40 to 60 hours a week now, almost getting back to 80. But moving on. Anyway, sorry. I hope I got my mic adjusted to be, um, sort of in that position to be. Yes, I've got my volumes kind of adjusted. Doing YouTube for about 2 years now. Anyway, so we've got this. Yeah. I guess we haven't shown this in a live stream, but yeah, so we've got this mouse wheel position. This is pretty much how I like to do it. I would actually maybe just like to do the get like this as well. I don't know. I'm torn whether or not this is cool. Um, it's interesting. You can actually right click and say find all references and then pull this out. But yeah, and I'd like to, well, I think it's actually finding this reference. So what I'd like to do is instead of, here, let me cut this out, which will probably freak out about a lot of things. And then we'll just, oh, it's just the one? Oh, yeah, no, these down here. So I'd like to say these, oh, I don't think I can do it here. Oh, yeah, so I can't do it here. Um, yeah, because I have to say yeah, but I can say this is this and this uh, here. And yeah, so I'm going to leave this in here. So I'm going to take this code and drop it to the bottom here. This is basically the getting all the mouse data. So you just got a mouse list, and I thought that was really cool. Like just take all the mouse coordinate systems and dump it into there. Um, and I feel like we're good now. Yep. Okay. So now we just bring this back. Yes. I know you're complaining, header, but we're good. So that just moves. So the only thing this actually, all these references now will just be these two, and then this one. Yeah. Oh yeah. And you can't. Um, I don't know. So yeah. So the camera worldwide is just 0 at this point. So that's how the world for me is set up. Is like you're looking, the camera is looking 90 degrees down on the camera here. You're looking 90 degrees down, um, and then it's in perspective right now. But we can actually adjust this to be in oh, it's in orthographics. Oops, it's in orthographics. So you get that square, and then the mouse plane. I guess to me technically needs to be. Oh, why is this? Yeah, maybe like that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. And then if I go into um, perspective, yeah, I feel like we're not getting enough. I think it's because my far clipping plane is too much. So let's say 100, 10. Well, it's like 20, I guess. Yeah. And then, it should be okay. Let's see. So now we can just, yeah. So it's just kind of a little frustrating, but yeah. So now, yeah. So we're actually, um, -4 to +3. And yeah, so that's cool. And then this is, yeah, and then you can hit escape, by the way, and say return to level, which drops into the menu. And then you can quit the level and then exit which we kind of want to do because we want to focus on the this game. So that's all that. That's it just really, like, I know this is 2 up. I know this guy is going to 000. You could wipe out the 0 as well, just say 0, 0, but it's fine. I know this guy's at -3. Uh, but yeah, so we've got, and then you can actually click So we've clicked on 3-2. So, wow, he just teleported there. But anyways, and then you can also highlight the chest and say that there is zero gears in the box. But I feel like, to me, like one of the so yeah. I guess, yeah, I wanted to talk about what I wanted to focus on, but yeah, so the UI game just links the mouse to the UI, um, and then you've got the dialogue here. The dialogue just links just as this static value here. You could do like a system.action, but essentially I just say UI dialogues.add, and I say added task or whatever, right? That's all it has right now because this is just a crude, very crude, probably maybe 3 hours into this game. Um, yeah, and then yeah, so it adds the task here on a screen, and then creates the task. Just creates uses the text, I believe, yeah, the text to create the game object, and then I set it as the first sibling and add it to my list of dialogues, and I'm good. And again, this is a singleton behavior because it's in the scene. And then the tasks are quite similar. It just does the exact same thing, has the content, the control geo. So this is actually what's being turned on and off. And then yeah, from here we just yeah. So this is on the task system. We're just responding to this task. I feel like this is a little um, like if you add this, then this requires the task system. But if the task system adds this, then it just requires the UI task. But either way, we're just going to get the task. We're going to create it, do all this crazy stuff um, to um, to add it, and then we also want to remove it by destroying the game object here. So we create the game object. This is just a static, just creates text objects left and right, and then I give it some kind of value here, and then I just build it and display it, and basically does the same thing. So I thought, oh, hey, that'd be super easy. So CodeMonkey didn't do this, but yeah. Also, too, I feel like, ooh, yeah, oh yeah, they do actually go 0.5 in their movement. Um, but yeah, so it's pretty much like CodeMonkey. I called them cleaners because I don't know, that's what I called them. I've set it up quite a bit differently. I've got these task dates. I don't have the CodeMonkey utilities. And I do, and I've cleaned them up, and I'm just not using them. And then I've got all this sort of quite similar to his, but I do it quite a bit differently. And then T, like the task. So the task are, I've got this. So to me, a victory task is a task. Well, for me, every task is going to have a position, right? Every task is going to have a position. It's going to have display. It's got this timed element to it. Yeah, it's all just necessary. Plus, we've got this complete, uh, and this is how you actually get the victory, right? To go off here is you call this complete, and this, yeah, and then so this is, yeah, and then, oh, it's the setup here, right? So if you look at the setup, you see like victory act just adds dialogue to say victory. So that's all it does is add log, which is part of the characters have logs, right? So they have, you can keep track of what they're doing. It actually might be interesting if I click on a person, I could actually bring up his log system here. But here, let's get out of maximize and play, and then we'll just go see like this guy on the right is accepting this task. Oh, no, up here. Oh, he's on the right. This guy. So it's like, hey, he's telling you, hey, I'm doing all this stuff to do the things. So I feel like he's doing it the right way. I guess I clicked. So this guy's going to go over here and accept the task. So essentially, um, it's 90% of the way there. And then to me, when he's done with the task, he'll add victory, right? So it's like when I say, okay, move here, um, doesn't actually get the closest, but yeah, so he'll move there and then add the victory task, right? So, oh, I guess he's not done yet, but this guy should take that task and then they should add the victory and then do the victory. And then he should add the victory right here on the completion and then do the victory there. So victory at 3-1 and then he's done. So that's, to me, it's like, I think that's a much better system. Um, so part of that too is like, right here is when you create the victory task. You don't want to add this task right here. You don't want to add it to this task system, right? So to me, I feel like this is how I've implemented, but if you add it to the task system, actually solve this bug. So they'll go to 000. This guy's going to go to 000, and he's going to say, hey, I'm going to complete the task, and then he's going to add, create a task, right? And then he didn't do it. But yeah. But see here again, this guy, for some reason, yes, this guy's grabbing the victory, over in -3 here. He's grabbing the -3 task. I'm not sure why this guy goes away as well, but that's, yeah. I guess he goes to, oh no, I guess he goes to, yeah, I guess they both go to Zig. So yeah, so it's like, yeah, they just do it wrong, and it's probably how I programmed it. So I don't want to, I'm just trying to create this task, and I'm initting the unit position for this task. And this one's the mouse position, just as CodeMonkey did. And then I'm creating the task, and then I'm adding the task. Right, this invokes the task to say, here, let's just say new task, and this is the same thing up here is new task. And then this system, we're just creating this mouse position right here on the get mouse button down or up here. So technically, like for his system to be kind of more on par with his code, he's like, okay, here we're cool. We've created this. Whoops. Okay, come on. There we go. And then I have to left click to add the task. So it adds the task, creates the task, does it all quickly, and then yeah, he's doing like a full. I don't know what you call it. A full. I need to get some zoom here because I'm like, huh. So let me get this to 2, and then we'll. So what he's doing is he's coming over and he's following this routine of. Oh, I have to actually click. Yeah, so he's following this routine of a where is it? Oh, I guess I don't have that. Oh, up here. Yeah, he's following this routine. Now he's waiting. So if I click here, um, yeah, so now he's moving, and then he's executing, and then he's completing the task, and then he will do a victory, which is it doesn't actually show here, but yeah, he's doing the victory. So I'm doing the victory now. I'm waiting. So that's how I've set it up. You got this timing system also in place going on. You got a lot of yeah, and then also too, if you say, hey, I want to move to, I don't know, over here, you can see that the bar is actually, well, I don't know. I feel like I guess I kind of screwed that up, but anyway, so yeah, so it's a lot of moving pieces to this code, but I feel like it's cool. Um, yeah, so like check my stats out, see what's going on. Yeah, looks everything good. On list live replay one stream ends. No, okay, cool. Anyways, yeah, stuff weird. Yeah, hopefully I've gotten this all set up that it should go to a live playlist. Um, oh, this actually, I might have misplaced this playlist. I need like a third, just a general live stream playlist. But yeah. So one thing I think we'd like to do now at some point is, I think now, let's see, we got to get our camera back. Okay, let me drop my chest down to 1 here. Uh, the next thing I'd like to be able to do is when I highlight this, if um, there's no gear in there, I'd like to hide the gear and hide the maybe leave the UI, but I'd like to be able to hide the gear. So that's my next test of what I need to work on myself, I think. So if I go into here and say chest geo, oh, I guess it's just called item geo. Okay. I mean, yeah. So yeah, so you can kind of see here. This is actually really interesting, right? So to me, it's like I just really enjoy this like sort of functionality here because oftentimes you'll have things like this. So now it's like I have um, two gears in here essentially. Now I can just change it in the editor, which is not trivial. It's not super hard, but it's not trivial. And then also too, I can say, is open. I'm not going to say is mouse over. No, apparently not. Oh no, I don't have an is mouse over. Yeah, yeah. So I'd have to have yeah, I'd have to have this idea that oh, I don't think I have that here. Yeah, I don't have this. No, I should just comment this out or something because I don't think I use that. But yeah, so what I want to do now is in the is open when it sets the I want to set the yeah, so I want to set this here is open and I want to set the gear chest gear the if count no if the count oh is count yeah is count oh is count greater than 0 um set this to true and then else set it to false. Oh well, yeah, let me do da 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 and then I'll set this to false. Well, I'll set this to false, I guess. Yeah, is that all I need to do? Mm, test it. Persistence. Yeah, so now it's like it's the gear's not showing. So now if there's one gear in here, the gear counts 1, then it should show. Oh no, it should say is open. Here, let me go is open here. And this should be like is open here. Yeah, there we go. So if I set this to 1, huh? Oh, it is showing the gear, but it's not showing it. Oh, the gear is hidden for some reason. Why? There we go. I'm not sure. Is that what do am I doing something dumb? Oh, and I'm not I want the gear GO, my bad. Yeah, so then I set this to 1 now. Oh, you know what? When the mouse interacts with it, it does this. And yes, so I need it to do that as well down here. Oh, no, sorry. Up here. Right here. Active. Oh, this is the animate chest. Mm, on mouse enter. Yeah, I need to set that to true if it has a gear and that to false. Doesn't. I should just make that an apply function because it feels like, yeah, so we have no gears. We have one gear now. So now we should be able to see the gears. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. And if we take a gear out, I want to say, oh, there's no gears in the system. So now to me, it's like with Code Monkey's next goal, this is kind of like my bullets and his gun is his next goal. So now it's like I'm going to have a task that where they're going to collect gears and put it in the box, and this person's going to take the gears out of the box and move it over to another box or something. I don't know, something like that. Some very exciting thing like that. Um, yeah. Brum, pum, pum. So yeah. Uh, yeah. So I guess yeah. I guess that's it. So um. Oh, and then we have and then I could say like, hey, I would actually like to add in a piece of code that says who's the closest. So there again, that's what he should be doing. He should be like stepping through it, not going directly through it. Yeah, they have a huge routine here. Oh, well, no. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess there must be something going on. There feels like a bug there where I wonder if they're not resetting their timers. Yeah. I wonder if their wait timer is not being reset to 0. Yeah, so this is on the move to when it's setting the wait timer. So the wait timer is an increasing up here. It's increasing by 0.5 every time you do a process. Oh, whoa, yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is only, yeah. Yeah, so you definitely have to set this to 0. Well, this actually should be 0 up here. Um, yeah, so that's what, okay. Yeah, so this, so to me, it's like, I think in some respects, yeah, to me, it's like, yeah, this needs to just be set to 0. So that's a problem. Path weight equals 0. So there is some idea like, oh, hey, you're adding up a float to a certain amount, then you take, you just want to take that time away. But in this case, we are not doing that because the wait time will just be extensive, right? If you see like their wait time here, I think, do we have that visible? Feels like it should be visible. Yeah, right here. So to me, it's like if you look at this person here, their wait time. Yeah, the I wait, I think it is. Oh no, the I wait. Yeah, so the I wait means that how many times they waited, right? That's, yeah, right here. This is the I wait. So yeah, so um, I guess that's sort of working, but only on the waiting, not anything else. Yeah, so it's like every so often. Yeah, so every time he's the timed is like, let's see, the timed. This is actually like yeah. Yeah, so it's 0.5 F. Yeah, that probably should be like 1 F. I had to adjust that a little bit. So it's like every tick here, he's processing. And this only happens every tick here, which only happens every um no. How does this, yeah, my cleaner. Yeah, so every time this is, so the F timer, every every 1 second there's a tick. Um yeah. So this is kind of my implementation. So every 1 second there's a tick, and then if there's a task, they'll um, move to that task. Oh, probably you should do something like this. I wonder if that would be too different. Because it's like it's moving so quickly. That's why. Yeah, so if I go here, probably will never get there. Okay, and then go here and here and here. He's still executing. He's done executing, so now he's waiting. You should get it. Yeah, so now, yeah, so he just like teleports there. I feel like to me, it's like what we could do is say here and then create a brum, pum, pum, and I want to do this at the here, let me go in here. I want this to be at the stretch bottom, and I need to put this obviously at 1. No, come on. Oh, this is, no, this is not a canvas image. Oh, the sprite is in a layer, and the canvas layer is, there we go. Yeah. Okay. So now I just say, hey, give me another um, button here. We'll call this the wait button. Wait button. I feel like this is almost repeating exactly what I did. So this is my cleaner dot wait time, task wait, and then this is the dot text. This is my own custom function, but it's pretty straightforward. We'll just do something like this. Yes, that's forever. But no, I don't know. It should be okay. And then yeah, I just add this to the second slot here, and then we'll just say here, this is 0. I'll call this the state, and this is the weight. Um, okay, so now we'll see their tick timers on themselves. So if I click here, here, and here, yeah, so you can see that. Trying to stare at this guy. So he's executing, he's waiting, and now he's moving. Yeah, he's good, I guess. Hmm. Oh yeah, I thought that was 2.5, but to me it's like, well, when you accept a task, right? When you accept a task, um, right here, yeah. So when you move to that, you say that, but when you accept that task, yeah, yeah, you just say that task, the weight, whatever it is, task weight equals 0. Yeah, I think like the weight is the same thing, and then I don't have any references here except for the set and get. So yeah, so now we also do it on the move too, so I don't think it's the move. I'm not sure why they're teleporting. Yeah, so we got the start position and the arrived. So we do the arrived action. The arrived action is just this move to, and then we set the executing, and then the task wait to 0 again. And then we're like, we arrived, and then we invoke the on change and say we're going to do something. Um, yeah, so you look kind of see like here, um, if the arrived is here, and then you do the process update. Um, but yeah, so this is just process move task. So this is just handling the move, and then when we're moving, we set our position and we do the unarrived action, and then set the arrived at task next. Um, yeah, and then the task is just whatever task they have assigned to them, which is a scriptable object, by the way. I just like I'm lazy. I'm just going to make it a scriptable object. It's so much easier. I just create them on the fly. In fact, do I even do it in here? I probably just do it in the task system when I get the task system GO. Yeah, so I just create a new scriptable object, same here, and then pass it and set it up and set the Y to whatever and, confirm everything's great and move forward. In fact, I don't need to do this anymore, really, but yeah, that would save me a headache. But yeah, so then I knit. And then again, so this to me is like you init, and the position, it takes like 2F. So here again, you can say this is the time. So you get the timed here, and it's the task is, it's like, oh, hey, this used to be a switch, but then I'm like, oh, no, it's just easier to say if there's no task, we're just waiting 0.5. If there is a task, there's timed. Now here, I need to say, if this is complete, right? Uh, this actually needs to say Suarez bool is complete here equals false. And then you need to say, hey, the timed will actually say, let me say public bool is complete equals that. And then the timed will actually say is complete question mark. You'll return 0.5 or 1F, let's say, else you return the time. So to me, there's this idea that if a task takes 2 seconds, I don't want the completion to take 2 seconds, right? So it's like I'm doubling my task time. So I want this to be, the completion. This is this could actually just be the completion time equals 1F, and then just pass that to right here. So we're not using a magic number, but that's kind of the idea now. So right here is the is complete. Well, we'll say is complete equals true, and then we can just do that same, um, that same thing here. We'll just say get, and then we'll just dump this into here, and then the set is the value, and then yeah, so then we'll say is complete to true, and then we're not spending 4 seconds. Did we actually drop it down to, yeah, so we're spending 3 seconds. There again, we could drop the completion time to 0.5f or something, right? That would speed up all our characters, and then yeah, they still have the victory, right? So the victory is going to be 0. So here we need the float victory time equals 0.5f. So now it's like we're just trying to reset the. So to me, a task will take essentially, right? We'll take 1f plus the 0.5 plus the half. So it'll take 2 whole seconds. So I mean, we're effectively doubling our time, but I'm trying to get a sense of time in this task. So we'll come over here, we'll move. This doesn't count for time, and we'll start executing. That counts for time, right? There's the 2f, and then it will start the completion for 0.5, and then it should say the victory for 0.5, which is executing, and we're done. Now we're waiting. And so that's, yeah, so that total, yeah, so how much total task time that is, right? We should actually keep track of the total time. We're, somehow keep track of the total task time. Um, yeah, you can add that right here. Um, yeah, the task state is executing. Oh, but you're right, here's the timed. So like if task not equal to null, we can say task dot add work time 0.5f, right? That actually might be really cool. I feel like, yeah. So we're just gonna say this is the v work value, and we'll just make this public. Get rid of this garbage system. I know it added it. And here we just need to say, um, now yeah, sort of just like this. We'll just copy, paste this is the f total time, and we'll say the total time is the f total time, and then we'll just dump that down into here plus equal. Okay, the f total time plus equal the work time plus equal the work time. It's actually interesting though. It won't. It won't. Yeah. So the other thing too, I think we also did is if you look in a cleaner, it's just because that's what the battle. I didn't want to call marker. I just wanted. I was actually thought thinking like tasker, like to do, rename to tasker. I felt like that's, and then this could just be tasked, you know, re to do, rename to tasker geo. So it's like, yeah. And then my tasker. Anyway, so yeah, so this is just, yeah, a bunch of stuff. So, oh yeah, yeah. So the cleaner actually has, the other thing I did is I created a list of tasks somewhere. Yeah, right here. So this is a list of tasks. So to me, it's like if there's count is 0, returns null, also gets the first task. Yeah. And then I was thinking here, um, yeah, so this is the move task. You could actually add like the move task, right? So this is, add 0.5 to it. I don't know. Yeah, this is just however this. Oh, this should actually add 0.5 regardless, right? Yeah, so regardless of what we're doing, if we have a task, we're going to add the task wait time. So let's just say the float, the task value, time value, or something equals 0.5, or task time value. And then we'll just dump this here and this here. So it's the idea like Um, just a made up number, but it's just like this half a tick of there again. So it's like it's part of this actually part of this move value as well. Um, yeah, so we move towards the position with the times elapsed, and the time is just the move speed. We don't do any times that tilted time. We probably should, but yeah, the move speed is essentially this is like moving too slow. So I felt like, oh hey, I want this move. This is a range, right, from negative 1f to 1f. I think I can do that. Yeah, and then so this would be negative 1.5 to 1.5f, essentially is what's happening here. Um, this is so we can speed up without having a fractional movement change. So this is oops, this is negative 100% to 100%, essentially. So we're at 100% move speed. There again, so if like you can, oh, well, this actually, it wouldn't be a range here. Sorry. Yeah, no, this wouldn't be a range. So you could change this to like, this could be, +5, right? If they have a, 200% move bonus, that's what it would do there. So yeah. Um, it feels like, here, what you should do is say float temp move speed equals 0f. And then this is this plus, well, yeah, plus this times that. Yeah, so this could be, yeah. So you just bump your temp move speed up to 3. Now you're moving at, 300%, essentially. Uh, well, I feel like I should do it this way. I don't know, something to that effect. Um, yeah, kind of. That's what I do. I just play and tinker and have fun, and yeah, somehow consider that work. But yeah, um, here we can actually um, you could set this to serialized field and then bump that up in the inspector. Say, where's the temp move? Hmm, somewhere. Oh, here we go. Temp move speed. Bump these up to 2, and then yeah. So this would be really fast. Oh, I guess I'm gonna answer this. Take care, all.